What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another round. Yes, we are back up in this thing. You know, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. So I hope you guys have had your day straight. Y'all got y'all glasses up, raised, toast up high, stay hydrated, stay moist, stay filled up because we about to get into it, sweetie. Because you know your girl got something to say, and especially because I used to play sports. I used to play sports, you know what I'm saying? And it's still in me. I watched the game. It's still in me. Now, these knees can't move like they once did before, but that heart is still in me, okay? So, come on in. I know they hate when I say that word, Mocha, but I gotta say it. I love that word, moist. you know. But anyways, I'm here. I'm your girl Jay. Welcome back to another round. Please take a moment to hit the like button, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell notifications because I randomly do these things. So I pop up in, and you guys don't want to miss none of these conversations. So we are here. Unfortunately, we got to talk about the mess that's been going on instead of congratulating my team, LSU. And I say my team because unfortunately, through mishaps, I would have been going to that school. I would have been alumni to that school. However, I was having some technical difficulties with parenting in my high school years. So we didn't make it to LSU. But that was one of my top choices of schools to go to. And shout out to those ladies for doing their thing this year, this season. You guys were phenomenal. Unfortunately, unfortunately, here we are taking away you guys' shine, taking away you guys' moment because people are in their feelings about how one player conducted themselves, which in my eyes, in the eyes of many people that have played sports, played professional sports, collegiate sports, high school sports, any type of sports above, we all get a participation award sports. Know that this particular behavior, it's not showboating, it's not even bragging. It's actually it's actually like commended amongst the community. Okay. And so for her to have to sit here and defend herself all year long about this situation is crazy. So we're gonna talk about Angel Reese situation. I'm gonna got my girl Seaway up here because she also plays sports as well. What up? What up? What up?
Hey, hey.
Yes, yes, we had to come talk about it because we was in our feelings about this one. We was definitely in our feelings, and then it's like not only did we get people coming out the woodworks on Twitter sharing their views and everything. But our own vice president's, I mean, not vice president, but presidential wife had the nerve and the audacity, or how they said, the caucasity, to give participation awards. And I'm not going to take nothing away from Iowa. I'm not going to take nothing away from Caitlin Clark. Okay, because baby girl, your jumper is wet. You are the type of player I would have been honored to play against because I was a defensive player. I consider myself a Rodman type player personally. So I was always looking for the best player on the opposite team. That was me. I'd have been, if these knees were still right, she would have had a hard time that night with me. Okay. I would have made her life very difficult. So this little thing wouldn't have been under her skin. It would have been me. However, I'm not going to take nothing away from those ladies. They did their thing. But in the game of sports, you and I both know there's trash talk in various ways. Some of it is verbal, some of it is non communication, some of it is even just boasting your own team up. I know I know when we play, I know I talk trash. My way of talking trash was through my teammates. Don't let my teammate go off. Don't let my teammate do something. Oh, I'm gonna act a whole fool on the court. And then we had a whole unison defensive strategy, like defensive move that we came down the court. We don't my teammate make that play, all of us is back down the court, and I yell out one thing. The whole room is shaking. It's like thunder going through the whole thing because my whole team is going to slam on the floor and we all in a defensive stance. We're going to get the crowd moving. We're going to let y'all know we is here. Now, when I went to school in high school, I went to a predominantly Black school. We had the same scenario when it came to our championship game because we made it all the way to the championship senior year. Unfortunately, our scenario got cheated out by the referees. We played a school from up north here in California. We played a school up north. And because my last year was here in California, we got cheated. We was pretty much a urban school. Came from all urban area, was not supposed to make it all the way up there according to them, kind of like similar to LSU. And unfortunately, the referees took us out. But I cannot blame it all on the refs because psychologically, the basketball is a psychological game. And if we didn't keep our head up in the game, well, of course, we was out of it. College, played on a diverse team. And when I say that them other girls on my team talk more trash than we did, they was little dirty players more than we was. We shouldn't even be having this conversation, like seriously. But I've been talking. See, wait, what's your thoughts, Mama? Give us some of your history.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys. Jay's on West Coast time. It's late for me, so I'm a little low energy, but I'm gonna give you what I got until I ain't got no more. Yeah, I mean, it's so many things. I think this is the intersectionality between people in the media having an issue with women athletes talking trash, and then on top of Black athletes being boisterous and talking trash. And it was the perfect storm of both of those things. Like, we don't like our women athletes to do too much, not too much on the women athletes doing, so that's number one. And then somebody else brought this good point on TikTok, because I'm like, people done fleshed out every angle of this on TikTok, right? On top of the fact, there was a lot of people who had money on Iowa. And I think that's the undercurrent. There was a lot of people who put money on Iowa. And when LSU went ahead and beat them, a lot of people lost a lot of money, and they're pissed about that.
I thought about that too.
That's another thing. Everybody thought Caitlin Clark. If they didn't have Caitlin, they had South Carolina. But if you have been watching the South Carolina game, they've been playing sloppy to me. I know they had a perfect record, but the way they were winning games was hella sloppy. I knew when they faced a very regimented, clean, technical team that they were going to have some trouble. But all I say is this is pure racism. This is pure racism and pure sexism. The fact that she wasn't able to celebrate the way she wanted to, the fact that she wasn't able to do what Caitlin did, and people thought it was disgusting and despicable, it's nothing but racism. But what I'm happy about is that people came to Angel's rescue, and that Black men, Black athletes, people in general were not for that. And a lot of people stepped in and said, this is what it is. You guys were wrong. She gave everything that Caitlin gave to her. And what I will say, shout out to Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin's a dog. She got that mamba mentality. She knows what energy she's putting out. Caitlin done waved folks off who didn't got no 3-point shot. She told that girl Van Lith, who's another killer from Louisville, shut up, your team down 15, stop talking to me. Like, that's Caitlin talks it too, and that's why I really was rocking with her, because she cold too. She runs her mouth too, and that's okay. Now, Jill, Jill's on another level to me. Jill made me so mad. I made a TikTok about this. Jill made me so mad because what Jill said to me represents everything that's wrong with America. Everything that's wrong with America. She was more excited about inviting Iowa to the White House than she was about celebrating LSU. And there's not a single thing that she can do to walk that back. Not a single thing. And she really needs, when she goes to bed at night, she really needs to think about why she felt like she needed to give them that extra uplift, but she didn't feel the need to do that for the LSU girls. And that's real sad. And that's real stupid because they're real close to a campaign year and Black people real iffy on both of them anyway. This is the last thing that she needed to do, to be honest. Like, she really should have shut the hell up forever, as Charlamagne would say, because she's snitching on herself.
Now, not to play devil's advocate for Jill, because I feel like she is dead wrong. But I could see where she thought she was being cute in the situation because LSU shut her down to meet with her before the game. Now, I get it. Jill doesn't look like she's been an athlete any of her life. So you don't know the mindset that we be in, especially at a championship game. We is not trying to talk to anybody.
Especially someone who had you not getting out of Baton Rouge.
You didn't even have me on your list.
Jill doesn't understand these.
Your energy was negative.
I don't know, Jay. You millennial, almost millennial, whatever. Even the millennials ain't like these Gen Zers. These Gen Zers are different. They're not for none. They don't care about hierarchy, presidency, they jobs, okay? They don't care. If you didn't have them coming out the tournament, they don't want them vibes in the
That's negative energy. No. You wasn't rooting for me. That's negative energy. I don't want you near me. Like, we good.
They gonna let you know.
They got I feel them. That sportsmanship is passed down.
But I thought she didn't know, but I thought about it. Jill been in the White House longer than she been in her house for the last 15 some years. She did 2 terms with Barack, and now she on her own term. You know how many championships that is for football, college, and NFL?
Baseball,
college basketball, she knows what it is. She knows who goes to the White House or not. She knows that.
That's why I said I think this is why I said I know she was wrong, because you were trying to be cute because you didn't get the invite to LSU's locker room. I'm pretty sure Iowa welcomed you in, right, or whatever, and now you trying to be cute because you're gonna throw in there sportsman-like conduct, like basically sportsmanship. Let's show sportsmanship. Well, showing sportsmanship is understanding that you weren't rooting for this team. They don't have to invite you in just because of who you are, but still accepting them as the champions and respecting that by not sitting here trying to give consolation prizes to the runners up.
Right.
And I respect Caitlin in every sense of the word for sitting there saying, nah, I don't want to come up there either, because I wouldn't even feel right. Like, what are you doing right now? I don't want a participation award.
She has another year to get there on her own accord. And if she's that dog, if people trying to say she the best or whatever, she's trying to take Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird and all them plays for what they did for college basketball, what Candace Parker did for college basketball, well, then you need that chip. Candace got it. Diana got it. Sue got it. You know what I'm saying? So if you that dog, then you earn your way to the White House. That's how you do it.
And I swear it was so funny because as soon as I really came to realize what was happening, because I've been talking mess. We talk mess. My family talk mess. We play cards. We talk mess. We play board games. We talk mess. Family game night goes down. Okay, so imagine us on the court, and I played with boys. So you already know, playing with men, boys, all that stuff. It's trash talk all day, especially if you're the girl. And half the time, I don't even have to talk to trash. They gonna talk to trash just because I'm scoring on the dudes.
Exactly.
Like so. When I really realized what was happening, I was like, dang, it's so funny how Love and Basketball sat there and told us about this. With Shannon Lake, this character was like, oh, y'all can talk trash on the court all day long, but let me do it. Let a woman do it. It's not ladylike. But here's this flip side. So y'all complained all year about her having hair, lashes, nails done. Those are all ladylike qualities. But now she does a gesture and y'all want her to be ladylike? Y'all want her to act like a lady on the court? Well, where is it? Yeah, where y'all gonna stop? Y'all gonna just keep pushing the goal on assist every single time? And this is not, she's not the first person that wore makeup on the court or any kind of anything on the court.
And that's like, that is actually what women's basketball needs. And I know this is a controversial opinion. I'm gonna watch how I say it. But I really feel like to get this mainstream push, people want to see women hooping. And I know that's a controversial take, but to me, when you sit here and think about what is the difference, why was this team, this women's basketball finals more watched than the men and more watched than any WNBA game, I think, ever? This was like 10 plus million.
Mm-hmm.
You had two women hooping. You had Angel Reese dolled up
double all season long.
I mean, she got a little manly features a little bit, but she's a woman, and they're both hooping. And I think that's what people want to see.
That's definitely what we want to see. I mean, I can remember when dang, her name just slipped my mind that fast. The one that was in jail in Russia. I don't know why her name just
Griner.
When she was there, it was like they were looking, the men was looking like, oh, we about to start getting dunks all the time and stuff like that. They want the excitement.
They want the excitement. You got to be something different. Either you're going to be like Brittney Griner and doing extraordinary things, or, you know, they want to see you be, you know, you can be because you think of all the popular WNBA players. You got Candace Parker. You have from the Aces. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I mean, you know, I'm gonna leave that point alone. Point is that they should want her to be who she is, and I think that will bring the attention to the sport.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, but every time we move the goal, I mean, we reach the goal, they want to move the post. Like, what do you want from us? You got a woman over here perfecting her 3-point jumper from damn near anywhere on the court.
Right.
You got another one that is making herself almost unstoppable. She got to stop herself. She's getting double doubles. You know how impossible that is for almost any player to continuously get double doubles all the time, damn near their whole freaking career so far. Like, for men and women, it's damn near impossible, especially when you fill a team full of people. Now, having a 3-point shooter on a team full of, you need her. But on a team full of players and you're averaging double doubles, win or loss.
Right.
And everybody want to sit here and talk about, oh, well, she wasn't even the star of tonight's game. That doesn't even matter because she still pulled her rank. She didn't fall under what she normally does. She didn't give you nothing less, and her team still shine. And that's the whole thing about this whole championship game. Her team, as a team, they won. It wasn't one player. It is very seldom that a team can win with one player. Kobe was on the Lakers for a long time before he got some more players around him. Everybody
needs a little help. And I think that's where, you know, I think next year, you know, there's going to be a lot of, and I want to shout out to Caitlin Clark about this because I'm big on repping where you're from. So I'm still in Chicago. I think I'm big on that. And that girl has been busting boys' butts in AAU since 8th grade. She had offers since 8th grade, and she decided to stay home in her state of Iowa. I think that's dope to rep your set like that. And I say that to say, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to come to want to play with her in Iowa. And I think next year she probably will have the help that she needs to go all the way. And she did it for her own city, for her own state, and I think that's great for her. And people will be tuning back again to see, is Angel Reese going to be able to do it again? Is Caitlin Clark going to be able to do it again? And that's where I want the conversation to go. Because I think this can bleed over to the WNBA that is still losing money every year. The WNBA is losing $10 million a year. The WNBA still needs more teams. They still need to figure out a way to make it profitable. And to me, I'm most excited, even with the negativity, that these many people, yes, I know Caitlin's a junior. I think Angel is technically a sophomore.
She's technically a sophomore.
Yeah, because of the COVID year. So I'm excited to see how this excitement bleeds over and if it will give a push to add more teams to the WNBA like they wanted. And I'm just happy that people are able to see that women can hoop too. The way Caitlin was dropping dimes, the way Angel Reese is playing a 5, but literally facilitating on the court. She's a 5 and she runs the point at different points.
The fact that Caitlin is 6 foot shooting the 3 like this, like you basically a force.
Exactly. It's impressive. And that's what I'm excited about. And I'm glad that Angel Reese stood on her square and that for once, I feel like, I shouldn't say for once, but I feel like I rarely see Black men come and cover a Black woman the way we cover them. And I was happy to see that Stephen A. Smith, Shaquille O'Neal,
Shannon Sharp,
all these people, I want to give them their flowers. Why if they can hear, they came on and they said not too much on Angel. Not too much.
It's a lot of the men in the league that gave it. Lil Wayne, there's a lot of people that came to her defense real quick, and I was glad because they all know the sport is if you own your shit, you talk your shit. That's what it is.
Exactly.
If I'm doing my thing, I don't care if we going back and forth. I don't care if I lose, but if I'm losing and I feel like you a match or you a little bit better than me, and I'm getting my buckets, I'm gonna talk my mess. That's just what it is. It's this sports. Okay, so y'all heard me say it before in the past when we've had our conversations about getting your confidence up, putting your children in sports. There's a reason why. Because it does bring your confidence up.
And it does. And thick skin.
Yeah, it does give you thick skin. It does help you understand true sportsman-like conduct and behavior by being able to talk mess but still congratulate the other. Be able to lose and still go on and say, you know what, another day. I can beat you another day. There's always tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? When you really get into sports, you won't, if you really into it, you want to be your best. And sometimes being your best is going against the best. And saying, you know what, I know I might not come out this on top, but I'm going to give it everything I got today. And tomorrow we can do it again. If y'all know how Kobe, when he was alive, every summer, it was the best players. They all got together and they played one-on-one, which we call either queen of the court or king of the court. You get better that way. Angel spoke on this on her interviews, how they played all summer long. A good coach will have you doing this. You will be playing against each other to be better. This championship game was a best matchup for these ladies. Best matchup because you got 2 top players of the whole collegiate league going against each other. And idiots on Twitter, the keyboard idiots, online thugs, want to make it all bad because they're sitting here doing what we do. This is what fuel. If I feel like you're not even on your best game, I might just talk best to you so you can get better on your game so I can feel better about my game. Your game could be bringing me down.
Right. And that's what all the greats do. You can look up any clip, Kobe talking hella trash, the NBA players that hit somebody with a too small real quick. I mean, I just love it. I
Now,
just love it.
we got our different ways of doing it. It's the hand up like a little too long. No, going out to a person with your hands down, knowing that they got a three, like, all right, you're going to have to make a few of these in my face first before I respect it. Like,
yeah, that's when Caitlin hit that girl when I ain't guarding you.
right.
You're not even facing the basket right now.
Like, turn your back on you on defense. It's all kind of ways I can be disrespectful or whatever, but unsportsmanlike conduct, it is not. Unsportsmanlike conduct is having a whole tender chopper out of the game because you lost and not congratulating the other team, or winning the game and still not congratulating the other team, or launching the ball because for whatever reason you didn't like the call or whatever. Those are unsportsmanlike conducts.
Right.
Half of you people in the fans be having unsportsmanlike conduct when you be throwing bottles at the daggone players in the game. That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
But I love these comments. That's what I said earlier. I'm like, for me, look, speak our piece on it. But at the end of the day, it's shout out to LSU. Shout out to them girls. And anything else, y'all
did y'all thing.
Y'all did y'all thing. I don't even want to deflect on it because I think even sometimes even the conversation of this all muddies it, because we want to talk about even Jill running her mouth. I even feel bad. I had to get on Jill. I had to give Jill 5 seconds. I really did. I had to give Jill 5 seconds, because she needed that 5 seconds of dragging. She really did.
She needed it. She needed to get her mind right. She needs some more, actually. We don't need to do it, but she needs some more.
Jill needed 10 seconds.
She need her full 15 since she wanted her 15.
Maybe 15 minutes, because I need Jill her 15. I need Jill to think before she have all the Gen Zers sitting out and not voting for nobody. That's what's about to happen. Gen Z done turned the Wisconsin Supreme Court liberal. Shout out to, my second or third state. I don't know, Georgia maybe too.
They about to be listening to Ice Cube again. They about to write his name in the empty box, the open box.
Look, we trying to move us we trying to move the right direction. And here go Jill talk about stuff she don't need to be talking about.
Like, ma'am, please have several seats.
Like they real iffy on your husband anyway. Just be quiet. Like, be quiet. We real iffy on him.
But you know what? Thank you, Jill, because now we know. Now we know. We know how you really feel. Thank you. Appreciate you. We already knew. But now we know.
You vote for him, but them Gen Zers, Jill comment, because people think birds of a feather, and that really is true. Because why you got so much sympathy?
She definitely just speaking for her husband, where he done fell off his speaking because he done did it all before his presidency. So she just picking up his slack.
Yeah, they think alike.
So
because she was real comfortable talking about, and I'm gonna tell Joe. No, you need to tell Joe. You need to shut the hell up. That's what you need to do.
Y'all both need to go to bed. That's what y'all need to do.
Right.
Take naps. Take some early naps. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold us too long. Congratulations to those ladies, and another shout out. Congratulations to Coach Kim Mack, because sweetie, you did an accomplishment. You done won a whole nother championship with a whole nother school. You done placed yourself number 3 on the coaches list, and because Pat Summitt and Gino been holding that thing down for too long, baby.
He ain't catching them because Miss Moki she up there herself. But shout out to her. We need somebody a little bit younger to catch them folks.
Yeah, because they had a nice good run.
You better start at like 15 to catch them folks.
Shoot, how they was going, how them two been doing it. Shoot, they done messed it up for everybody. They over here looking like Bill Russell.
Right, but she up there. She up there. And I hope for the Iowa coach, I hope she get her W next year, because she put together a good squad. I think her W is coming too, and that'd be good for her.
I think she just her recruiters just need to do their thing. That's all.
Yeah,
They just need to get a
she was
couple of
a
more
squad.
people. They just need to get a couple more people to just give extra pressure, so that makes it a little harder for them to defend.
And replacing Cesano is gonna be hard because that girl was a beast. The big girl in Iowa.
Mm-hmm. And you know one thing, and this is just a random side note. When these teams that's predominantly like this, they be having that big girl though. I swear every team I played against that's predominantly like this, they got that big girl. You be like, dang, where y'all find this beast?
These corn-fed Midwest folks.
Where are you find this? And I don't mean beast in a negative way for y'all that be trying to listen too hard.
These corn-fed folks. Okay, they built like that in Iowa. Not surprised. Not surprised.
No, but I'm just saying, even the teams that I play with at Del South Ed here, like y'all find these girls. Where y'all find these girls from? Like she big, she thick, and I gotta guard her.
That's kind of hard. They're gonna have to find somebody to replace her and get some help because they're losing. I was losing a couple seniors, and a couple of them seniors were solid. But I think who's not signing up to go play with Caitlin Clark? They'll have their pick. They'll
be signing up. I mean, ain't nobody of color trying to really be in Iowa. Sorry, y'all, but they kind of need some people. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. K-State, Kansas State used to be like that, and them heifers used to be fundamentally sound and winning. So it's nothing against them or whatever and stuff like that. Because once that fundamentals come in, that stuff be getting hard.
Iowa City, maybe this is the Midwest in me talking, but when I went to the campus to visit Iowa City and to visit University of Iowa, it was beautiful campus. Honestly, it was good vibe. I highly consider it.
Okay.
No.
Well, the Kwames of the world can make it there, and
it was not diverse. That's the hard part. But I also went to Madison, so that's not diverse either. But it's the Midwest. You got to take your pick of what you got.
Yeah.
Not the Kwames of the world over there in Portland.
You have your pick. No, but I'm just saying.
Talk about is Jackie and Marshall, because I've been too lazy. I know it's not this video, so we'll do it a different video.
I know.
I've been too lazy to make a TikTok about them, but their situation is deeper than I think most people are understanding.
You sent the picture I sent you though, right?
Oh yeah. With her moving on.
Yeah. So okay, we're not gonna be talking about that right now because we're gonna keep the praises on LSU. Go Tigers, you know what I'm saying? Home state. Congratulations. I'm glad you guys won, brought it on for the home team. Let them know. Congratulations to you ladies. Congratulations to everybody that made it to the Final Four, made it to the championship game, because that is a hard feat to match. You guys did your thing. Thank you guys. Thank you, ladies, for bringing us a top tier year in basketball and women's basketball.
So grateful. So good to watch.
I look forward to next year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got me back feeling like, I ain't gonna lie, that them last few seconds of championship game had my heart beating and I was ready to get back on the court. I'm like, shoot, can these knees make it? Y'all gonna have me up in 24 hours trying to break my ankles and stuff. Like, defense. I'm doing all this, but my legs ain't moving. I can do all of Y'all had me flashing back and stuff. I was over here getting high and by. I was trying to strap the shoes up.
Look. I still have my handles. I checked on my handles. I still got them.
Yeah, it's not the handles I'm worried about, But Angel says, don't, keep doing you. Be unapologetically you, like you've been doing. Listen, I was one. I had different color hair all up in mine. I represented mine how I wanted to. They wasn't gonna tell me nothing. So, tell them get their money right, and they might be able to talk to you a little bit. You might be able to hear them.
Period.
Anyways, we're going to see you guys later down in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. If you are catching this on the replay, leave your comments to this below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can follow me and Seaway on IG. Both of our IGs is in the description box, so y'all can go ahead and hit us up or whatever. You agree, disagree? We don't care. You can go ahead and share it though, we might respond back depending on how we feeling. Anyways, we catch you guys later. Love ya. Bye.